I never expected my life to explode at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, but that's when my girlfriend shook me awake and told me to sit down. She had something to play for me. The room was pitch black except for the blue glow of her laptop, audio already queued up. My own voice filled the air, stammering through a lie I'd told her just 2 days before. The sound of her barely breathing next to me made my skin crawl. I could hear everything, my excuses, my late-night work meetings, the way I'd said I loved her while texting someone else under the table. I'd been having an affair for 3 months, always thinking I was the one in control, slipping in and out of her life with wild stories and even wilder guilt. She'd always looked suspicious, but I chalked it up to paranoia. Turns out, she'd been recording every single conversation we'd had for weeks, piecing together her own private archive. For my podcast, she said, voice ice cold. People love true crime, and liars are the best material. She hit play again. This time on a recording of me whispering someone else's name in my sleep. All the anger I expected to feel at being exposed got swallowed by something darker, relief. I had been drowning in secrets, but suddenly, the mask was ripped off and I was too numb to care. She kept talking, her words slicing through me, how she'd figured it out, how she'd planned to confront me live on air, how every fight and reconciliation had been content. I couldn't look at her. All the fights, the wild sex meant to cover up the cracks, the crying in the bathroom while I texted apologies to someone else, it all blurred together into one giant mess. Then she dropped the final twist. She wasn't the only one recording. She'd found my old voice memos, the ones I'd made after every argument to process my guilt, the ones where I confessed I never felt good enough for her, that I only cheated because I was terrified she'd leave me first. She'd already spliced them into her podcast finale. By the end, I wasn't sure if I was the villain, the victim, or just another story for her audience. But for once, I finally understood why I kept sabotaging everything good in my life. It was easier to be the bad guy than to admit I was scared of being loved.